All right, y'all. So, again, the 2.7 special program just ended, and I did already cover the new trailer with the new characters, which, very exciting. Flame Chasers coming to Honkai Star Rail. We'll see what happens there. Again, I'm for this, and just in general, the new characters look really awesome as well. I'm quite interested to see where the story will go. This is going to be great. But there are also, of course, other things coming in 2.7 first. We're heading back to Penacony real quick. And then, there is also some quality of life changes and big relic updates, right? To how you could reroll relics and things like that. Really big updates. We'll be covering all that here. So again, come check out the latest information about the limited time characters, etc., right? We'll go ahead and click on this, and we'll just go through things, talk about them as we actually see them. So again, this is all on the Hoyo Lab right here. So of course you get the codes. Make sure you go ahead and get those codes done. Very, very important. That is basically 300J just for free. Make sure you do that. Trailblaze mission, new venture on the 8th dawn. Essentially, it seems like there's just going to be a story. Sunday returning, and it seems like Fue getting her memories back or something like that is what I'm speculating, probably, because obviously maybe she's gonna unlock like some past memories is what I'm assuming. They kind of like hinted at that, right? So that's gonna be a thing. New area, the party car, Trailblazers room as well. So those are two really big things here. And there is this trailer that was actually played during the live stream itself. But essentially, this is okay. I didn't even do that right there specifically. This is the party car, right? And this is just a place where they sit, drink, dance, party time. You take a shower here if you want. There's like a whole room where you could have different like customization options. I mean, you can see here there's the trash can. I'm not actually sure what that is. Apparently there's chests here, right? So I mean, this is all interesting, right? Tingyun actually showed up here, I guess Fu-Wei, right? We saw these are her animations, which look really good, by the way. I do like the animations quite a bit. And it's just Sunday in hiding. He's just walking all sad and depressed. It's funny. He was like, "Oh, I don't want to stick out," and then he's wearing this outfit. Like, bro. From here are the animations, but essentially, this is the important part that I wanted to get to, which is the. Oh, actually, we also see Herta back here as well. Dude, Herta, her model looks really good. Essentially, becoming a nameless means embarking on a journey without asking for a day to return, connecting the words, etc., or the world, etc., and to have a cozy room for yourself. So you can see here we're able to design the rooms, collect things, make customized kind of stuff for you, and then of course we also are able to make Pom Pom's outfit different as well, which is really cute. Actually, I love like Chef Pom Pom right there. That's awesome. From doing this, you're able to get self-modeling resin, a 4-star selector, right? So just make sure you do it. There's also another event between the frames here. Again, once we get to that, they'll talk about it likely. New characters on light cones. So of course, Sunday and Fu-Wei are the new 5 stars coming along with their own light cones. Now Sunday, again, he seems to be just a summon buffer, right? Looks like he'll action forward characters as well, so that's really cool. He seems like hopefully he'll be a good character when his full details are posted on the Honkai Star Rail actual, Horror Lab and things like that. We'll definitely take a look there and talk about, anything. I'm definitely gonna go for Sunday though. It looks really cool. And then, Fu-Wei looks like she's gonna be a break, effects helper, like a break team, character that'll really help out there, especially, if you're gonna be in a situation where you want to use Remembrance Trailblazer over the Harmony Trailblazer, right? And it's like maybe you have a break team and then a Remembrance team or something that you want to use. It'll be useful maybe to just have her on the team so that you could just always use Remembrance Trailblazer. We don't know how good the Remembrance Trailblazer is going to be, but I assume it looks like a lot of these 3.0 characters and beyond are going to be having summons. So, especially with Sunday, buffing summons, right? That's going to be a thing, right? So that's cool. I believe Sunday buffs summons. Actually, I'm not 100% sure on that. Don't quote me on that. We'll have to wait and see how exactly those work. Beyond that, right, we see Grounded Ascent, the light cone, and then the long road leads home for the light cones there. Jingwan returns to. I mean, in terms of this banner and how it's looking like, eh, I mean, Jingwan is actually still like not the worst option, I would say, but you know, there's a lot of better support options at this point. You know, we got like 16 billion harmony characters, right? So you know, that's a thing right there. So if you have any limited, if you have like multiple limited harmony characters, around May, Robin, Sparkle, you know, that's the thing. Lycones, you know, it's fine, but would I say someone for Jingwan right now? No. No. And then if you take a look at, you know, Fuwei's banner right here, we do see Gallagher's here. Now, I'm not really like, you know, like all these characters are good, but Firefly's returning. So again, it's a thing of you see Firefly here with Gallagher on a banner together. I mean, that's pretty good, you know, especially if you're like a newer player still. Let's say in that example, or you're coming back to Star Rail, you didn't get Firefly. Summon for Firefly, get Firefly and Gallagher, then obviously Harmony Trailblazer is a free character, and at that point you pretty much have a break team that's like good to go, especially for early on content. And you know, if early on you also do get Fuwei, then you could run just a full break team, I guess technically. Wouldn't, you know, be the best break team, of course, but like it'll work, I guess, right? Or maybe you could just get another character that'll fit the team and help out, you know, another I can't think of the word, my brain, a harmony character, right? But yeah, you know, Firefly returning is pretty cool for sure. I think it's a good spot for a return. Now here's this right here. We'll talk about this probably in a separate video even, but there's gonna be a free gift right here until version 3.2 ends. After version 2.7, Trailblazers can claim the express gift and obtain a regular 5-star character of their choice. So any of the beginner 5-star characters, I mean, just like to make it clean and simple, probably the best options here I'm thinking would be, why is Welt here twice? Actually, Depart's here twice too, doesn't matter. I almost heard of for some reason. Himeko is like getting so much stock recently. Himeko is like, Himeko investors, dude, are eating so hard right now. That's a good thing. I mean, if you have Bronya, maybe you can go for, I think it's her E2 or is it E1? Either way, like E1 Bronya, you know, you could definitely use some investment in here. The rest of the characters are pretty much like, I think, well, you could probably like do some stuff with him, right? But like, especially like Depard, you know, I guess Clara, you could maybe use a youngling setup, but I'll look into it really deep and we'll talk about it in a separate video. I'm gonna say like straight up, I think Himeko probably would be one of the better choices though, especially if we don't have her. Really good at Pure Fiction as well, so that's cool. Get the Odyssey, of course, we know we're getting the free 10 pull, really huge W as always. The Cosmic Decor, we already talked about this. Between the Frames is basically, again, you're just taking photos with March 7th. Sure, you know, just extra currency, we'll take that for sure. And Pure Fiction updates here, they don't specifically talk about what it was, but there's a brand new mechanic, grit mechanics. It will make your character stronger. They talked about it in depth in the actual news, the live stream. At this point, I was kind of like, oh my god, that trailer was crazy. But essentially, it seems like, you know, the more action stuff your characters are going to be doing, like the more that actual grit mechanic will build up. And then when you are in the grit mechanic mode, you will just kind of, like March 7th said, the more cash you put in, the more you cash out, essentially, which is kind of funny. So we'll see how this works. From what it looks like, I think Pure Fiction will be a lot easier with this mechanic personally, but we'll have to wait and see what exactly happens. And then they're adding an update to the Divergent universe. Add content such as new equations and curios, increases maximum synchronicity level to 100. But I think a big change is that they're gonna make the save data that you have in the actual stream. It said that it lasts for 21 days. So if that's the case, you could have saved data that lasts for at least 3 weeks. 3 weeks probably the max is what I'm assuming, but they're making that extended beyond just the 1 week, which is really awesome because it's like, I mean, you do clear it once a week to get the currency, but it's just nice just so that you don't have to like get a brand new run like that's really good with perfect like curios and everything like that each time, perfect equations, right? It can be very annoying. Planner Fisher, I said that so bad, but of course this is coming, so that's awesome. Realm of the Strange for double cabinet corrosion rewards as well. Obviously make sure you take advantage of these. Relic farming, it's kind of silly. Speaking of relic farming here, we'll talk about we'll talk about this first, then we'll talk about the relic farming. Memory of Chaos being updated. The quick clear floor is going from 7 to 9. This could mean that they're adding new stages. I actually doubt it. I think they like the clean 800 across like Pure Fiction, Forgotten Hall, and then of course Apocalyptic Shadow. But having the quick clear from 7 to 9 means that you will only have to clear 4 stages: 9, 10, 11, and 12. Awesome. Really huge W. Past resources deletion. There will be a portal to delete past resources on mobile clients, so you could save, space, right? Which is awesome. Again, the save file adjusted to reset during expansion update. Oh man, okay, so it's just depending on how long until the next update. So like if it's like 40 days to the next update, you keep that save file for 40 days. That's huge. Yeah, that's what the change is. Okay. Oh, there's also this, right? I didn't talk about this. Dude, there's like so much to talk about. Oh my goodness. Before starting a new Trailblaze mission, you could select to review a summary of the previous mission. They're essentially gonna play like a slideshow, I guess, kind of, where it's obviously like kind of like a light novel, where it's screenshot of the actual, cutscenes, and they're gonna have text behind it, so that, let's say again, we're coming back to Penacony after having been in the Luofu for some time, right? For like what, 2-3 patches, and it's like, okay, well, we're just hopping back to recap again or continue on from what happened after that, obviously because Sunday is joining us essentially. So with that in mind, people will want a summary and a recap of what happened. So this could be very useful for that situation, especially, I'm sure in the future we'll return to some of these like different planets and things like that. So that's awesome. But that is pretty much all the 2.7 updates. And again, in 3.0, we're getting relic substats. I mean, this video is already pretty long. I already brought up the 5-star thing, which is in 2.7. So I might just make this its whole own video because there's a lot to talk about here, which I probably will. So we're going to upload this right now, just the 2.7 thing. If you guys want to learn about what the relic update is, it looks really good. We'll cover that, but that is everything coming for 2.7. Again, we're already 13 minutes in. I don't want to make this too massively long. So let me know what you guys are thinking, and I'll catch you all next time.